back to the channel. I hope you've all been well. Today we have headed off up and into the Waterways National Park, which I've been to many times before, but little did I know how big this place actually is. And so we've headed up to a campground called Dunn Swamp Campground, but I've came here for a short pagoda hike trail, which we're going to do tomorrow morning. But we've just got here. I've come out to the swamp from Google Maps. I was having a look from the satellite position, and there seemed to be a nice swamp that snaked through all these mountainous areas. So I've just gotten up, I've sent the drone up, and I'll tell you what, absolutely fantastic. And the sun's just setting too. So I've been able to wrap off a couple of photos from up there, and the video footage you would have just seen in the opening of this week's video. But absolutely bang on down here, man. Couldn't be happier to be here. We were meant to hike up in the afternoon. You know, they always say things happen the way that they do for a reason, and I dare say this is that reason, because this is just bang on and I couldn't ask for more. But anyway, I'm going to fly this drone for a little bit more because the battery doesn't last very long up there, and I'll put the photos up that I shoot from the swamp, and any video in there. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Well, that's a wrap for Debbie and I. We are going to enjoy a movie around the campfire, and tomorrow we will head off over to Valley of the Dinosaurs after some brekkie. Peace out. Hope you enjoyed them couple of videos, photos, and we shall see you tomorrow morning. Good morning, guys. So it is the following morning from yesterday over, out on Dunn Swamp at the campground there. I just thought I'd give you a look at the campgrounds that you come into. It's pretty good, eh? Like, you got some drop toilets in and around the place. Campsites are set up pretty well. Yeah, Deb and I sat around the fire last night, had some marshmallows and watched a bit of a movie. So that was pretty cool. It was our first movie over the campfire. But yeah, just out the swamps, like right there. But you see on the video that I shared and the photo, that's bang on. So for you campers and adventurers, this is a bang, like this spot is absolutely bang on. It's clean, it's tidy, it's well looked after. And just nearby, somewhere here, you can hire canoes and canoe the swamp. So if you're coming down for the weekend, definitely good in that sense. There's also a hike nearby as well, where you can hike up onto the pagodas, and bit of a viewpoint up there. We were going to go up there, but what I was going up there for, mostly, I was able to get here yesterday afternoon with the drone. So I've got a bit of a bad leg. It's been playing up on me on and off for the last couple of years, so I'm going to exert my energy on another hike here today that I'll take you in on. So we're going to head off over into the Cape area and do a hike called Valley of the Dinosaurs. So it's a big hike, but we don't have to hike the whole hike. The attractions we're going in for are on both the start of the hike and the end of the hike. So we'll go so far into the start of it, do those attractions, and then head back out and go into the end of it and do that attraction there. But yeah, we're going to enjoy a coffee, hit the road, and yeah, head on over there. So hang with me. the four-wheel drive track coming up and into this area is pretty crazy, eh? Debbie's absolute packing herself. But I haven't lowered the pressure, but I am in low four-wheel drive and I am in low gear, so you know, to me I don't think too bad. So far so good. It'd be a hell of a hike up here if you're not driving up here like this. I see some mixed reviews though, like, you know, experienced four-wheel drivers only, blah blah blah. But honestly, that could just be people too scared to have a go, eh?
People like me.
We've just come up the hairpoint turn and the steep area that a lot of people carry on about. So I don't know.
In 150 meters, turn right.
I don't think, well, I think we've come up the hairpoint turn. We might have one coming, to be honest. But yeah, I've given it a go. I've definitely given it a go. And I'm not an experienced four-wheel driver. So, here comes the very steep road and the hairpin turn.
Take the next right.
Holy guacamole. That was crazy. We've come up where everybody bowed away from. And
I'm still breathing.
yeah, Debbie's still alive. And she seems pretty happy about that. To be honest though, like, I mean, I just had a coffee and a bacon and egg and said that this would be good if it was the last.
In 300 meters, turn right.
But, you know, we just saved ourselves a whole kilometre of really, really hard going track. So yeah, you got to outweigh things, eh? Like, you know, on one side you got people going, oh, experienced four-wheel drivers only, crazy track, blah blah blah. But then on the other hand, you've got to understand that national parks, especially New South Wales, are a bit of a nanny state, and they're really concerned with litigations. So if there's any liabilities, they're generally just going to close that track off, eh? Being that the track's not closed off, and for me that's just a big, you know, tie your gonads up and have a go, eh?
So it's hide my face, so I can't see.
Yeah, that's what I did. Tied the gonads up and we had a go. And yeah, by the look of it, we're coming up to the car park now. Anyway, we'll come back to you soon, huh? Alrighty, so it was at this point that we bailed out on the four-wheel drive. To be honest, coming up here there was steeper areas and more hairpin turn areas. Why I bailed out on this section is because I don't have lockers in my four-wheel drive, so I can't lock the diffs and lock the wheels in. So a lot of people don't realise that four-wheel drives are still a two-wheel drive vehicle. They're only operating on two wheels. So, but when you have lockers, it locks in all wheels and they all spin at the same time. And the ground behind us, yeah, it just looked a bit sketchy, eh? Like, I might have been able to do it with a bit of a huff and a puff and a bit of a bounce, but yeah, it looks pretty hectic. I'll show you anyway. You can see that. And what bothered me was when we come up is this section here. So you can see a lot of cars that have come up here have sat here and done burnouts because they can't get up. And it's trying to get in this section here that I was worried about. having enough momentum to be able to skip up and onto that next section. But then, like I said, you're relying on the lack of lockers in the car to get you up and over, and I just thought that was a bit stupid. So yeah, we bailed out there and we just rolled back down around the corner a little bit, parked in an off section there. But it was good to come up here. Good for me, good for Deb. She's come up some pretty hairy stuff here, and she's crossed the river with me now too, so things for her on some levels won't be as scary as they were the first time doing these couple of things with me. Anyway, we're going to push on, and I'll be with you again shortly. Alrighty, check that view out. So we are on the Valley of the Dinosaurs hike, up at a thing called Pagoda Lookout, and yeah, that's the view out there, man. How rugged and crazy otherworldly is that? But yeah, photographers and adventurers, this is good for you all. Hikers, whatever you want. It's absolutely epic. The four-wheel drive track up here is a bit full on though, so if you're not much of a four-wheel driver and you don't have a four-wheel drive, you won't be driving all the way up here like we did. But this was our first stop. We're going to go down into the Valley of the Dinosaurs, and then we're going to go up and into what's called the Ultimate Slot Canyon. So we're going to go and check all that out. And where I have stood here, I have taken a photo from the next rock just over there, with me standing on the rock that I'm standing on right now, with that view out there. So look, I shot that with my ultra wide angle, 16 to 35mm, and on f13, so I can get absolutely everything sharp and in focus. And because I have a bit of a high dynamic range today with the sun and the blue sky and the clouds coming and going, I have taken 3 shots so I can bracket exposure it, just to make sure that I cover myself with the shadows and the highlights. So yeah, other than that, I'll mesh them together and do the shot like that. Definitely a place to be very careful. Definitely a high element of danger out here, and there's obviously no fences around, so yeah, keep your wits about you. Don't come up here being an idiot. Live to tell another day and come back to stunning places like this. But Australia, man, you don't always got to travel outside of the country to see so much beautiful things. There's just beauty here everywhere. Anyway, off this rock for me. Here's the first photo. Go to Lookout. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and we shall press on. So we've just come through the entry, which is just up there, down through that area up there. We'll come through this bit of a slot here, and I don't know, it's as much to you guys as it is to me. This is not a place I've been to before, so yeah. As far as I know, this is the entry into Valley of the Dinosaurs. Debbie was just pushed to the absolute limits there. That was pretty cool. Always good to push some boundaries, especially when you're coming out to do cool stuff. But I'll see what this is like, Danny. I'll put up this GoPro in a minute because it's been pretty sketchy coming through here. But, yeah, it's a bit of a mission. Anyway, GoPro away. Climbing for me to do again, so we'll be back again soon. Crap. So we made it down on the bottom of the valley floor. There's a lot of debris down here from trees that have fallen and stuff, but I'll turn you around and give you a look at how prehistoric this place looks. Like, check that out. So I've actually just taken a shot here, over back here somewhere with these and up these mountains. So I've taken another shot a bit further over there before. We're not going to track this whole thing. We're going to turn around and trace our steps back to the car now. It is nearly 1:30. 1:30. Yeah, 1:30. So yeah, we're pretty hungry. We're going to go back and have a feed. We may hang around, do the slot canyon, and then we've got a bit of a drive over to another area for sunrise tomorrow morning. That place is going to scare the daylights out of Debbie. Anyway, I failed to tell her that. We'll push on a bit, take you for a bit of this walk. And you can see like the tracks, very hard to see. Can't see much of what you're doing. Be real snake territory in the summer. Yeah. You see you get into clearings there where the track's pretty prominent like this here. But yeah. The things we do. Like definitely I'll come back out into this clearing here in a sec. Oh, look at that. That's just bang on, eh? So I just took a shot in this area before, out through here. Yeah, it's very wild, rugged and extremely remote. Although we have seen a couple of locals down here early on and a couple of tourists, but that's been it. There's no marked trails, no signs, no sign posting, no nothing like that. Yeah, wild and rugged. You just come down through the pagodas. Anyway, only killed myself getting back up and out of here. It's a bit of an elevation we come through. Debbie's going to struggle on a couple of bits herself. No, I'm kidding. The looks I just got behind that camera. Nah, I'm going to put this down. I'll load up these couple of photos that I got in here. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And yeah, if I don't come back to you, make sure you like and subscribe. And yeah, leave a comment if you feel free to do so. Yeah, adventurers, photographers, come down here, man. It's definitely worth it. Make a bit more of a prominent trail if a few more people come down here. And bring some business into the local towns with fuel and food and whatnot. Anyway, be good or good at it. And we'll see you again soon. Doesn't look like much, but yeah, this is scary as shit. Anyway, look at that. That's very steep, guys. Very steep. Very little traction. Nah, we've got heaps of traction actually. No, definitely not sliding. Oh, nothing does that justice.